ETH, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our last analysis, we meant the price was within this move exactly here. We mentioned how we can look for the trade because we mentioned mostly when we have this kind of the correction, we can expect one more drop. The only question was this one can give us can tend to a deeper correction for one move up before we take the down move. We look for the down move or no. Right now we want to see whether this is the start of the down move. We want to see how we can trade it. Okay, in this case, we move to higher time frame based on daily chart. We want to see how we can look at the chart. Okay, as we can see based on daily chart, this is the correction we have, which is in relative to this. We want to see how deep this correction can be before we get the next move. All right. In this case, we move to forward chart. And as we can see based on forward chart, the price broke the trend line. And as we can see, usually when we have this kind of the correction, we can expect one more drop because we will have this big, we can expect this big flat in relative to this. All right, because now we have the first move, we want to see how this correction can form before we get the next move. And the best things is if we get this one become more complex, we get one more drop with the breakout of this low, then any reversal from there, we can expect the price to break the top. Okay, but the question is how deep this one can be, and also we need to know may this one continue similar to what I draw here and break the top without giving us one more drop. At that time, so then we need to see how we can look at the chart. But right now, mostly we can expect one more drop. Okay, now how we can look for sell if we move to 1 hour chart. All right, based on 1 hour chart, maybe we adjust this one to here. Now the question is whether this is the start of the down move if we want to look for sell, or we can expect one move up before we get the down move. As we can see, if you want to look for sell, we want to see how complex can be. If this one become a corrective, maybe we can look for one more drop with the breakout of this. Okay, and right now we need to just follow this. Okay, because if we put this one in relative, we have already we have a flat here. Okay, but the only question is this one is expand a bit. And again, if we get any sell from here, we can look for the breakout of this low. And the best things is if we put this one in relative to this, if we get one move with the breakout of the top, next down move, it can give us better opportunity to look for sell. At least we can look internally for sell because similar to what we have here, we can look for sell from there. Okay, by the way, if we get any sell from here, we can look for down move, and the option with that we mentioned, may we get one move up if you put this one in relative to each other before we get the down move. Now the question is whether we can look for buy within this range or not. In that case, maybe we can look, because since if the price continue to move to the top, if we get any buy based on lower time frame or short term buy, we can look for. In that case, we put our line here. Okay, sorry, we put our line here. If we get any sharp move with the breakout of this trend line, then we can, if we see any trade setup for buy, we can take the buy with the breakout of this top, we start to manage it. And as we can see, still this one can be a bit more corrective before we get the down move. By the way, we're looking for sell mostly, and the only thing is whether this is the start of the down move, or again we get one move up before we get the down move. The best option is this one, and if we get this one, any breakout for the short term buy, if we get also we can trade it. By the way, we don't have any trade setup, proper trade setup, but right now what is forming here, we're looking for this, whether we can get one more sell or not. In this case, and that's mean the sell. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.